MajorSlackVideos.
Okay, back on the war. There is rating switch number 2. The bot up there always. Best place to do or to take cover is right under here on the left side. You sneak up here, there's a bot in the corner there. Let's use some tactical time. Go for the blue glowy thing. He goes down. Back up a bit so the other ones can't see you. There's another one right there. Oh, he's suspicious. He must have seen his downed buddy. Okay. Wait for it. Wait for it. And that is typically all the bots in this area. To turn off the steam, hit up the terminal there. There you go, that'd be useful in case you're like, you know, running away. Workbench here. Discover that for some XP. And here is the second routing switch. Third routing switch. This is going to be a bitch. I'm a point, I don't do it. Master MK1 there, and there's potentially 2 combat drones off to the right there. As soon as you make a ruckus, there's actually 4 bots in there. As soon as you make a ruckus, the combat drones typically rush you, and they rush you pretty fast too. Sometimes you can hang back here. Let's just make sure this guy's fully loaded. You can hang back here. Take a hot shot at this guy. Didn't finish him off. Here they come. Come on now, I'm all loaded up. I'm ready for you. Man, oh man. Ouch. Ow. That's gotta hurt. Okay, that was a smashing success. An OxyComp aromatic. Okay. Tell me what you're all about. Critical hit damage plus 15%. Oh yeah, one of these jobs, okay. Okay, let's make a loot tour. More bots. If I ever get some spare time. That's a joke. No, seriously, it really is a joke. Yeah, I have this installed on my PS4. But I totally suck at the controller on the PS4. Like, really suck. I haven't used a game controller in years. Over 10 years. So probably what I'll do is I'll work up a pacifist run. Something that requires as little combat, i.e. as little aiming as possible through the game. Okay, that's router switch number 3, and then we're good. Unbar this door. This will take us back to the beginning. Okay, that was a sprat. That freaked me out. Okay, so we can now redirect the power. Continue. We have a choice of redirecting the power to Edgewater or the Botanical Laboratory. As I explained earlier, I'm, for practical reasons, going to select Edgewater. Uh-oh! She's gonna blow! Rick! Run! Ah! She's gonna blow! No, she's not gonna blow. I think there's a room here I forgot to loot. This one right here. We're good. Let's go get that power regulator. What am I doing? I have space, but still. I already got one of these. Don't really need one of those. Let's just quickly run back and sell off. He's a good game. Huh? He's a good game. I am, that's right. He's a good game. Alright. I noticed a little stutter step there that's making me nervous. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Hang on, I'm just gonna... There. I just stopped and restarted my recording software. So if it does crash, I can at least... I locked in a recording and I can at least restart the latest autosave when I run through the door. That's the thing about my recording software. When the game crashes, it trashes the recording completely, which is unfortunate. Okay, so power regulator is here. Power regulator, rather, is here.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Okay, I've never been sassy enough to go for dialogue option number 3. Let's do it right now. I don't owe you an explanation.
You know what? You're right. The Eternal made you a loathsome reptile,
Holy
and
crap.
it is not in my power to change the color of your scales.
Okay.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Okay, listen, crazy lady. I shouldn't be doing this since you just called me like some kind of like satanic, demon or something. But I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Okay, Reed isn't just gonna leave his post. I need some help convincing him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth.
Okay.
The secret is human corpses.
Oh my gosh.
I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
I don't mind saying that's disgusting.
If I were in a better mood, I might be inclined to try and change your mind.
Alright, I hesitate to ask, but what happened to you, Adelaide? All this anger had to come from somewhere.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Okay, yeah, that's all I want to hear. Enough talk. I'm taking the power regulator, okay? And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Yoink. Got your power regulator. Okay, now, we have a new objective. Comes now the power. Convince the deserters to return, and this will actually feed us another mission. If we talk to Thomas Kemp. Thomas, speak.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town.
Yeah, I'm just passing through. You know.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Okay. You're not that great on discretion either, because all your buddies are like right behind you, like 2 feet away. Hey, you know what? It's never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering?
There we go.
Comes in a set of 3.
Yeah.
If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs. There's one in the old community center.
Okay.
Should find one back in town, too.
Okay.
Parvati's dad had a copy. He used to take it with him when he worked at the cannery before he passed.
Okay. And the third one? Where's that?
I wish I knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say.
Well, you know what? Today's your lucky day, Thomas, because I've got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
The elusive Part 3. Someone stashed it away inside the old geothermal plant in the bottom of the pit, next to crazy Thomas Higgins.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Okay, I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Okay, listen, you won't survive without power. It's time to go back to Edgewater.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here.
There we go.
I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
So don't work at the cannery. You want to be an engineer, right?
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one.
Attaboy.
I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox.
Yeah, a fellow can dream.
It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater and I'm as good as dead to her.
Yeah, leave crazy lady behind. Edgewater needs you.
Are you sure about this? If we head back to Edgewater on our own, Adelaide won't come with us. She'll stay here and curse us till the end of her days.
Yeah, like I said, leave crazy lady alone.
I expect we got no choice. Edgewater needs us back, and loath as I am to admit it, we need Edgewater. Just give us some time to gather our personals and say our goodbyes. If you run into Reed, you tell him we're coming back, yeah?
No problem. There we go, we leveled up. Sweet. I love that level up music. Okay, this time I'm going to remember to actually lock in the point. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm suffering from thirst. Let's have one of these. And we're good. Okay, now what I'm shooting for is crouch move speed plus 25%. That's going to help out with sneaking a lot. So let's put all the points into sneak. And lock it in. Apply. And we're good. No perks this time. I have to wait till level 6 to get another perk. That's it. We have the power regulator. First things first, let's go plunk it into the ship. Up. Just saw a stutter there. Now I'm always, every time the game stutters, I'm gonna get really paranoid. Okay, let me manually save the game again, because now that we're in our ship. Save. Game is saved. Stop and start the recorder. Okay, so we won't lose what we just recorded. Next, Stranger in a Strange Land. Hook that up. Go talk to Ada. Ada.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Okay. If you want to view it as such, yeah, sure.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have the power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Of course I know how to install a power regulator. What kind of, dweeb right off the turnip truck do you think I am?
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you.
Up the ladders. Got it. Okay.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
All right, let's get out of here. And this does not mean we're leaving this planet.
Communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Phineas, yeah, I want to talk to him. Speak, Phineas.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
The way he says that, experiencing any unnatural drippage. The first thing I thought of was like a venereal disease, It's like, hang on, let me check. No, I'm good. Listen, I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I could slow down time. How about that?
Oh, that, yes,
Yeah.
that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
Yeah, no problem.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
All right. I'll have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Okay, you want to explain to the good folk out there in YouTube land exactly what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits, first-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
Okay. That explains everything. I'll put it to good use.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
All right, so access the unreliable navigation terminal. Actually, first things first, let's go get the holographic shroud. And we can now access the crew's quarters. Holographic shroud is right here.
Consider changing your clothes more often.
The hell? Never heard that one before. Alright, we can sleep here. We have access to storage. I'm going to make use of that right now. That can go in, and that, and that. Great. Next, I think I'll save this for another video and do it all at once, but if you read all these logs, you can start the quest. What's it called? Weapon? Let me look at my notes here. Weapons from the Void, which will allow you to get all the science weapons, the first of which is really easy to get, and it's the Shrink Ray. Total riot. Like I said, I'll do that, save that for another video. Right now, I want to carry out one more thing, and that is fly the ship to the Edgewater landing pad. You could do that by simply selecting Terra 2 as the destination.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
There you go. Just open the door. Out the door we go. There we go. Our ship is now relocated to the Edgewater landing pad. Now it is much more I mean, it's right near Edgewater. This is a lot more convenient than having it out in the sticks here. Okay, we're like a minute away from Edgewater. Door is right there, right? This is where you want to be. So now it's from this jumping off point that we're going to do all the rest of the missions here in Emerald Vale. I'm going to go back inside, save the game. I'm going to call it a run. Shoot, the game didn't crash. Okay, so it seems like those problems have been solved. The Unreliable lives again. Hey, thanks a lot for watching, and if you thought this video was remotely entertaining and or informative, hey, don't forget to give the old Slackster a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to make sure you get all my videos hot off the press. Alright, see you next video. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page, and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes. Alright? Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.